I step into the dimly lit hallway, the soft hum of the air conditioner above me a constant presence, as I make my way to the kitchen where my mom is already seated. The sound of sizzling vegetables and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee fill the air, a familiar comfort that's now tainted by the conversation we're about to have. My mom's voice is low and even, but I can sense the tension beneath her words as she begins to tell me about her encounter with my cousin at the celebration. The clinking of dishes and the murmur of the TV in the background fade into the distance as I focus on her story. She speaks of my cousin's marriage, of the husband's infidelity, and the mistress who was welcomed into their home without my cousin's knowledge. The words spill out of her like a confession, each one a tiny pinprick that raises my skin. I feel my throat tighten as I listen, my heart racing with a mix of emotions: anger, disappointment, and a deep sense of betrayal. The sound of my own breathing is the only thing I can hear as my mom drops the bombshell. My cousin's husband brought his mistress on their family vacation, and my cousin had no idea. The air seems to vibrate with the weight of her words, and I can feel my mind reeling, trying to process the magnitude of the deception. My mom's voice cuts through my thoughts, her tone measured, but her words a stark contrast to everything she's ever taught me. She shouldn't have divorced him so quickly, she says, her voice firm but laced with a hint of uncertainty. The sound of those words is like a slap in the face, leaving me stunned and speechless. I slam the cup down on the counter, the ceramic ringing out as coffee splashes over the rim. My mom's eyes flicker up, a hint of surprise crossing her face before she returns to stirring the vegetables. The sizzle and crackle of the pan seem to amplify, a stark contrast to the turmoil brewing inside me. I take a step closer, my heart racing with each passing second. My throat tightens as I force out the words, "How could you say that, Mom?" The air seems to vibrate with tension, the silence between us thick and heavy. I can feel my pulse pounding in my temples, my mind racing with the memories of her lectures on independence and self-respect. The smell of freshly brewed coffee wafts up, a bitter reminder of the comfort and security that now feels like a lie. My mom's expression remains calm, but I see a flicker of defensiveness in her eyes, a spark that ignites my anger. I take another step closer, my voice rising. "You always told me to stand up for myself, to never tolerate disrespect." The words spill out, a torrent of emotion that I can barely contain. My mom's hands pause, the spoon hovering above the pan, as she meets my gaze, a hint of a challenge in her eyes. I spin around, my heels scraping against the tile floor as I face my mom, the kitchen falling silent except for the steady hum of the air conditioner. My throat tightens, the words spilling out in a rush. "You're telling me she should stay in a marriage where her husband brought another woman into their home." The coffee in my cup seems to burn my hands, a scalding reminder of the anger coursing through my veins. I set it down, the ceramic clinking against the counter, and take a step closer to my mom. Her eyes, once warm and nurturing, now seem distant, her expression a mask of calm that only fuels my frustration. "What about all those times you told me to stand up for myself, to never tolerate disrespect?" I demand, my voice rising, the words tumbling out in a frantic bid to understand. My mom's gaze drops, her shoulders sagging, and for a moment, I think I see a glimmer of the woman who raised me, the one who taught me to be strong and independent. But it's fleeting, replaced by a resigned shrug. A soft "it's different when you have kids, Alexandra." The words cut deep, a cold dread seeping into my bones as I realize that everything I thought I knew about my mom, about our relationship, might be a lie. I feel the floor beneath me give way, my heart sinking as I whisper, "That's not the mom I thought I had." The kitchen, once a warm and comforting space, now feels suffocating, the air thick with the weight of my mom's words. And I know I need to get out, to escape the toxic cloud that's settled over us. I turn, my feet carrying me away from the kitchen, away from my mom, and into a future that's suddenly uncertain.